If you're watching this live stream, you have to get this. Man, a 3-course meal. Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and on this Friday evening we are here to talk about mainly cable, but we might also talk about that, I don't know what you want to call it, a turtle shell Iron Man, a kind of an Iron Man suit, and kind of just an iron. I don't know if you saw that thing today. I didn't get it. I'm kind of Iron Man'd out. Alan, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for the call to come on. It was good.
No problem.
I'm really excited to talk about
it. That's interesting because I think we have now, maybe I'm wrong because we talked to Dan backstage there, but we have 3. If you're just watching now, the main topic is going to be cable, right? And before backstage, when I was introducing Dan to Alan, I was saying that like we've 3 very different type of people here, because Alan loves it, Dan not a fan, and then I have it pre-ordered, fully paid off, and I'm just not sure what to do with it. But Dan is kind of, by the sound of things, kind of coming around to it, like, you know. And we're gonna talk all about it. We're gonna really dissect this. We might touch on that Iron Man today. I just don't get it. I'm sorry, folks. We might touch on that as well. But Dan, how are you?
Oh man, I'm great, man. Thanks for having me on here. It's always a pleasure to stream the old, figure focus, man.
Anytime, man. I know I'm terrible sending out those last minute invites, and I appreciate that there's an 8-hour gap between us, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
That's like 1 o'clock there.
Yeah, no, it's like, just right afternoon. Sunny California. That's a nice hour right now. Nice.
Really quickly, we're just going to address the chat. So who do we have? Get some banners going to. We have Brand Salad says, "Let's bro." It's a nice change onto "Let's go" for a change. Moose Stream, good day. Empire Strikes Again. I've just watched the review on this, and to be fair, with all the gear on, he doesn't look so bad. Yeah, I think that skinny body was kind of undercompensated to kind of, I suppose, compensate for the fact that all the extra stuff would add padding, and maybe if he had a big thick body the way it was supposed to be, maybe it'd be heavier. I don't know, awkward. I'm not sure. I watched it too and thought it looked terrible, but I'm glad some people are happy with it, because we want as many happy collectors as possible. Yeah. Justin's collection has a review up. Yeah, I watched it, and Dan watched it, and Alan, did you watch it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Shiny says lol. Good for Health says ayo, how are you? Empire Strikes Again there. Stefan, how are you? Hello to Stefan S Beam. If you haven't checked out Stefan and his channel S Beam, what are you waiting for? Commander Green, hello everybody. Bob Dylan says deja vu. Yeah, definitely. Kinky Sphincter. Riley with the inverted comma, let's go. Someone mentioned to me the other day that was like, oh, I kind of felt bad for Riley when you did the the kind of, stuff collectors say video. And I was like, I wasn't making fun of Riley. I was making fun of all collectors. Just to be clear, I was making fun of myself. We all say these things from time to time. I've said that, I don't really pre-order anymore, and then I just like jump on that Vader or whatever like that. We all do these things. It was just a bit of fun. I wasn't making fun of Riley. Riley's sound. I sent him a link, but he's not coming in because he's annoyed at me because I said let's go. I want to miss.
He's a fuck that guy.
Yeah, exactly. William Owens is here. He's right. To be fair, I look way better with all my. I'll take your word for it, Bob. Stefan should have him on Monday. Looking forward to seeing him in hand. And I reckon S Beam could be a good man to look at his review, because a lot of people weren't gone on that Bucky, myself included. But I hear a lot of people saying that what he did with it, I actually haven't seen the Bucky review, but what he did and how he posed it made it look quite well. So when is he going to strike twice? Mike Fayella says, hey everyone. Riley's laughing. I'm glad he sees my sense of humor. Hey Shane, will you be keeping this figure? I will, yeah. Do you know in England, Alan, if someone says, it's like, hey, will you, like, I don't know, give me a lift somewhere, or will you lend me some money? If someone says, I will, yeah, does that mean no?
No, I'd say it means yes. In Liverpool, anyway, it's
Right.
like, oh yeah, I will, yeah, I will, yeah.
Because in Ireland, like, we're notorious for, like, it's like, hey, will you lend me 100 quid? Yeah, I will, yeah. As in, like, it means no. Like, it's kind of sarcasm. Like, someone says you want to do something, whatever. But yeah, Bob actually ran with that. I realized the cable figure makes him look like Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers. I vaguely remember that. And the Empire Strikes Again, a £2 super chat. Very, very appreciated. His body looks like it's been made from cable. Yeah, there's definitely been a few references there. And that brings me on nicely to just doing some housekeeping before we get started. Josh Brolin is actually a very small guy with a large head. Cable isn't far off that. Oh, I disagree. I would disagree. I think it's too skinny, but we'll get into that. And William Owens, I do appreciate your opinion. That single-handedly explains the troubles the Irish and England speak differently. Oh man, you're getting on. You're on. Ooh, no.
Take a sip.
Yeah, something. You don't mention the war, Bob. It's a bit too far now, to be honest, for my liking. But we'll move on swiftly from Bob making fun of one of the terrible parts of Irish history. All right, so we're going to move on to really quickly. So just a few new videos that are on the channel, some upcoming lives. This is for 17 people that are watching. This is the outline for today's live stream. Just want to communicate it to you so that if it doesn't interest you, you can always dip out. But this is the plan. Very quickly, I'm going to outline some of the new videos on the channel. Go through some of the lives as well that have been added, and then we're going to talk about this new iron thing very briefly, and then the cable decision. So now being a YouTube partner, I'm eligible for super chats, super likes, super thanks. No one has to do that, but all the revenue from August 1st of this year to December 31st of this year, all the revenue, ad revenue, super thanks, super likes, super chat is going to be collected up, and then in January donated to the Temple Street Children's Hospital to Dublin. It's our national children's hospital. So really quickly, I'm going to do this. It's going to take about a minute, but we'll get there. So people who have donated so far: X-Man Supreme, Jonathan King, Dan Dude, Riley Reviews, OG Fan When Star Wars Was Just Star Wars, Philip the Fool, Andrew, Jibo, Ryan Smith, 16Fix, SLR, It's Popsick, Jonathan King again, Chewie's Bandolier, Noni M, Jurassic Park, The Empire Strikes Again, Dan Dude, The Ben Thomas Show, Aaron Logan, Be Real, Dan Dude again, The Clone Collector, Tremble Dust, Oliver Pilgrim, Dan Dude again, Jonathan King again, Boba Fettuccine, greatest name ever, Funky Cold Santa, Keith, the 6-scale Padawan, he's Irish, Andreas B, Brandon Salad. This are the stats, folks. If you have already subscribed, that's absolutely great. Really appreciate it. But if you're watching, you appreciate the content, maybe you do click on that subscribe button, because this is the stats, all the watch time on this channel, about 60.7%. Really, really happy with that.
Awesome.
And I'm delighted with that. Like, it's good numbers. But if anyone's watching and you've been following the channel, you haven't clicked the subscribe button, maybe you consider it. And hit the bell notification and all that stuff. I think we're good to go. Yeah, so this was the Toys Wonderland debacle. I'm done talking about it. I'm not going to talk about it. If you want to hear that story, check that out. And this is kind of part 2. It's a bit long, but it's outlines the story plus a phone call that I received half an hour before this video went live, in which case that the CEO of Toys Wonderland asked me would I not publish this video, and I said no. Cable Needs a Sandwich went up about an hour ago, but like you're here now, we're just going to talk about it now. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this and just switch on. Anyone want to talk about that Iron Man? Anyone have any strong feelings or no feelings about this new Iron Man?
I'll go last on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to us, Alan. What do you think?
I just have no feelings, really. Like when I felt like I'm just. I saw the images and thought, okay. Like they've been threatening to release it for years. They've been showing it at cons and stuff. And every time I've seen it, I've thought, I don't care. Saw the images today and was just couldn't care less. Like it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks cool, and it's it's interesting to see the inside. But like you're gonna get the best of it if you see it from that angle. But who's gonna face it away from, the front away from them to display it, if you know what I mean.
So does it actually close up? This looks like it's closed up and it looks like a Mark 7.
I think there are pieces that you can like put on the back or something to close it up or something like that.
I see
or
these
not
arrows.
articulated, yeah.
Yeah, so it must be able to swing open and close. But I think it's a really not shady, just bloody like, why don't you just give us the Iron Man that's in the teaser photos? Are you really going to sell that separately? Just put it in and make it worth the while. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I could not care any less, mate, to be honest.
Like, this doesn't come with it. Yeah, and honestly, I don't have anything to say on this. I've absolutely no interest in this. Dan, what do you think?
I mean, dude, this is basically a 6-scale statue by Hot Toys that can light up and open. I mean, this thing ain't gonna move. Like, it literally, like, it's just, it's another lackluster Iron Man release. Like, they could have done something cool, like, like something different other than this.
What I'm hearing is all in favor who wants to move on to Cable say aye.
Yeah,
aye, Grant. We're going to move on to Cable. We're just going to address the chat first because William Owens is like making it rain here. So,
oh wow,
second. That's William Owens. I bet he has a large head. I love the syllabus portion of the video. I love the syllabus portion of the video. What did I miss there? The syllabus? Sorry, Mike. That's going way over my head now.
What you've got coming up?
Which?
What you've got coming up? Like,
oh,
video.
right, yeah,
So.
yeah. Sorry, that probably comes from the teacher in me, but like at least gives people the option to go, no, I'm not interested in this. Good luck. So I need to move because I can't see Dan here when I put up the super chats. There we go. We can see everyone now. Sorry, Dan. Sorry, William Owens. Like that's like if someone told me 2 years ago or even 6 months ago going, oh yeah, you're going to be able to talk about the things you're passionate and people will actually watch it, that would shock me. Second of all, that people would actually tip you is shocking as well. But again, right from the start, I got my first super chat after monetization August 1st, and I said this is the way it's going from August 1st 31st. Once YouTube takes, inevitably they're cut, all of the money is going to be given to the Tempest Street Children's Hospital, and that's just really, I really appreciate that, William. That's a really, really, really kind, generous offer, and I just, you know what, it's faith in humanity restored, basically. Thank you very much, William. That is amazing. Right, so we're going to take a look at the Cable. So I'm just going to make sure I've got this up here. There was a lot of photos, in fairness. There was a good 40 photos or so. So Dan, I'm gonna go to you first. Do you have any is there any particular photo you'd like me to go to first, or how you just?
I think this is a good one right here.
Okay.
I mean, you can just kind of see the proportions of this thing are way off. I mean, it's kind of it's not new news now. Everyone's kind of seen, as soon as this thing's dropped, you can tell. I mean, the head just looks way too big. And I have to say, after seeing a review of this thing, the photographers didn't do this figure any justice. It looks so much better in person. At least he looks way skinnier in these pictures than he does in hand. And that's saying a lot, because I mean, he looks pretty bad in some of these pictures. But again, in person, everything's always different. You can't always base every can't base your entire opinion off these blogger pics, because sometimes they don't photograph these very well. So that's kind of something that everyone should take into consideration. But it still has its flaws. It's still it's still not what it should have been. But yeah, that review definitely it's kind of making me change my mind a little bit, just because it's not as bad as this. This is a decent photo though, I'm not gonna lie. But there's other pictures of there, especially with his shirt off, it just looks terrible. But again, it's the photography. It's the, it can be a lot of things affecting the way it looks.
This looks awful.
That's a terrible picture. Yeah, like the head. It seems like they didn't snap the head down all the way right. Like it seems like his jaw's like too big for his entire. Like it just looks weird. Like his head's too big right there. It looks like a bobblehead.
I think it's just that the body is so small, it makes the head look too big.
Yeah.
Like I think if the body was the right proportions, like I think I have. I'm gonna get a photo here that Ben Thomas put up, and I'll see if I can add it to the stream here.
Yeah, it's like no traps. Like there's no traps he has no like physical human structures like to him. Like he doesn't look like a real person. You know what I mean? Like nobody's body like really goes from your neck and then it's just completely square and then goes down. Like it doesn't. Nobody's body really does that. Like
yeah, it's very strange. I actually don't have that photo there.
It just doesn't look like a real person. I think that's what most people have a problem with, is that it just looks like a toy, especially with the how skinny it is. But all in all, it's not. It could have done a lot worse, I guess.
Yeah,
like they've done a lot worse.
I'd love if we were sitting around now and we were like, so guys, what you think is better? Like, is it the in-art cable or is the Hot Toys cable? And people are going back and forth, like, but this is just, it's so disappointing. I think this is the only figure that I've had on pre-order where I'm like, this is really disappointing. But
100%.
and next to the Deadpool, Deadpool looks great, looks vibrant, and besides like the kind of the creases here, that give it away. Like if you look at that, it just looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Alan, any picture you want me to put up?
Just if you just want to cycle through them, we can we can have a little chat. I mean, I definitely see the the complaints. It's not the body isn't. It's not there at all. I think as I was saying to you earlier, I mean, this looks great. That looks awesome.
Apart from this,
I'd Photoshop that out personally, but yeah, I think as I was saying to you, I think it was designed mostly, to where that looks awesome. See, that's where my mind goes. I think what portraits can I get?
Yeah.
From that, so with everything really, like if it can't really pose very well, it doesn't matter to me because I'm just going for the, for that. But yeah, I think it was designed for the clothes, and I think they've kept the detail on the body because they knew people would be pissed if it wasn't there, if the option wasn't there.
They've nailed that hair though.
Yeah, the hair looks great, man. It looks really good.
That's exactly his hairstyle. They absolutely nailed that, and
it's a really good effect.
What do you think of the head sculpt in general? Like,
I like it. I think it's really cool. As we were saying earlier, it does look better in the reviews that have come out today. I think it's. I don't want to talk bad about photographers and things like that, but I love these images. Sorry, I think these are really cool. Yeah, there's another one I think coming up, where he stood there with the gun.
I think it's a great pose, and if you pose that like looking straight out of your cabinet, you wouldn't really see as much of this.
No.
So that gun is there's something like this.
Yeah.
Because this is covering up that joint, and then from the angle you barely be able to make that out. That could work.
I think that poncho was going to save it. To be fair.
Yeah. And I've heard the poncho is really good as well.
Yeah, it looks great. Like it looks like that kind of canvasy material that it should be, but obviously not as thick. But yeah, I mean, I quite like. As I said before, I can see the complaints, and I would never display it with the body showing anyway, so that wouldn't really bother me. But yeah, I think they have just designed it a certain way so that it looks better clothed. And I suppose when you've got the layers, the neck needs to be a little bit longer. And I think I heard Will Foxification talking the other day on another live stream. And I really agree with him, to be fair. He said that, they've tried to keep everyone happy, and they've made everyone, on the whole, quite upset with it. So he looks great. They wanted to have the detail of the body so you could display him topless, and they wanted to have him look great with the clothes on. But it's not gelled the way, the design. Something's gone a bit wrong. And they have compromised, and it's, you have kind of lost that option to display him with the clothes off, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what happened as well. They realized that if you put the poncho and the vest and the t-shirt on the body, if it was bulky, it wouldn't work. It would just be so puffy and all over the place, maybe.
Yeah.
So they narrowed. That's like when if you have a character who has a suit on, I suppose, to avoid the suit looking boxy and big, they probably make the underbody, that's slightly skinnier, so that it kind of levels itself out. Yeah, like that pose there. What do you think of that pose there, Dan? Just the one on the screen now. Would that do anything for you?
It's not bad. I think that has the best angle for Josh Brolin's likeness. Like I said in the review, like the likeness is so much better just because we see it under normal lighting, we see it up close, clear. It's just sometimes these photographers for Hot Toys just kind of they kind of scare the shit out of us with the way they do these photo shoots. But I mean, like I said, after seeing that review, like my mind's a bit changed. Like I thought this was a Hasbro figure when this thing came out, and then I seen the review today, and it definitely kind of calmed that down for me a bit. Like I won't lie, I was definitely hating on this before, but it looks good, man. Like especially in person. Like Cable is a dope character, especially like in the comics. He's super dope. And his representation in the movie was great too. So I'm really debating getting this. It's like it's not bad enough to where I won't anymore, I guess. But
I get you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to flick through some of these chats here. So great to see the 6-scale gallery on the panel. How are you doing, man? Good stuff. So you're back and people are happy about it, Alan. Good stuff. Obi Lula, so can you guys recommend Marty McFly? Not sure if I could pick him up or FOMO, or this up or FOMO. I've not the biggest Back to the Future fan, seen the films, liked them, don't have any Marty McFly, can't really comment on it. Any of you guys have Marty McFly?
No, I don't.
No, sorry, God.
Sorry, Obi, we're absolutely useless to you. Out art Cable all day compared to this. Yeah, that's funny. A lot of people actually, I don't think they watched that video. They just saw the thumbnail and thought I was like gonna bash on them and just wrote their comments, I think, in response to the thumbnail. Well, even though on the thumbnail it said, warning, this thumbnail is clickbait, people obviously don't read. So it was quite funny. Myself and my girlfriend had a good laugh at some salty comments. Come on, just read the thumbnail, guys. Like, I actually, really like the Batman film and think In Art are doing great work. I just probably a pass. Like, well, anyway. Justin McFly says hello. I think I was communicating with Justin through the comments or something. One of the videos, Justin, pretty sure. How's it going, legends? They're definitely talking to the two of you guys. The bad timing to release a divisive figure. Yeah, it is. They could have someone in the office going, maybe we should hold off the skinny boy for a while. Yeah, the more figures covered, the better looks. Focus, what's that clear liquid in your glass? Yeah. I don't drink in September or October, so I'm really jealous of the guys having a beer and wine there.
Hey, it's not September yet.
Yeah, well, sorry, yeah, it's a good point, but I just I'm getting an early start this year. So it's water, man. It's water. Nice surprise to see the working hood on the poncho. Don't think it was advertised to have it. No, it had the hood. Maybe it means is it wired, probably? Something like that. Alan could make the Ant-Man head sculpt look good with his legendary portraits. You're getting the support here. Ben, the attention-seeking geek. What's Ben at the moment? I want to check. Ben, like I did send him. I know he's editing a video. He put up the thumbnail. It looks absolutely hilarious. But I just want to see. I think Ben's at 700. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm doing this. I know Ben's going to write some sassy comment. Stop trying to push my channel, Shane. Sorry, that's what friends do. Folks, if you haven't subscribed to Ben, the attention-seeking geek on YouTube, he's at 697 subs. He's 3 subs away from 700. Please do the right thing. And when I say right thing, I mean everyone needs to set up 10 burner accounts and sub to the 10 on Ben's channel. And then go over and do the same thing there on SSR and go onto Instagram and follow Alan, the 6 scale gallery. I'm just going to switch the banners here. I'm going to put up Alan's and then I'm going to put up SSR as well. So 1 second, we get this. There we go. So there's Alan's Instagram. We put that up and right. So I just want to. All right. So you haven't ordered this, Alan, and you're strongly considering it. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah. I think it was a few weeks ago, and I was thinking about what I was going to pick up, and I was just kept getting drawn to Cable. I've got the first version of Deadpool, and I've had him. He's just been on his own for years, basically, and I really like Cable in the film.
Same.
And going from the promo images and stuff, like it just a few weeks ago, I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick him up. But I haven't ordered it. I haven't pre-ordered it. I've just been kind of I've been waiting for Loki, to be fair, for Endgame Loki.
Are you worried?
I mean, to be fair,
have you seen the pattern? Like, that's a question to both of you, Dan and Alan. Have you noticed the pattern with delayed figures?
Yeah.
It's like they're not prioritizing them, and then they turn out crap. We think they're working on them, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Loki's Endgame, though. It doesn't fall into that unpopular IP.
I know, but I don't know. I wonder, as you said, how much they're kind of everything that was announced during COVID. They're just like, and the amount of things that they've put up for pre-order since. They're just trying to just get it all out and focus on the newer kind of like engineering because I feel like if this was announced next year, it wouldn't have the single joint arm, and what I mean. I think they'd do a better job with it because in art and breathing down the neck a little bit. I think this was kind of like a product of like, oh, we're top and we can just do whatever we want. No, there's no one else kind of challenging apart from it was a Toys era. They did their version. That was the only thing they had to.
That's a good point. Sorry, you mentioned the Toys era, and I always would have said, like, I don't really mess with third-party figures, but I would have always said that the Toys era mechanic is excellent. And I thought maybe when I saw this that the Toys era mechanic might have been excellent, but I saw that pose next to the official Hot Toys one and then the Toys era mechanic in that Justin's video, and I was like, no, the Cable is better.
Yeah,
I would have liked one is better.
It's still better. 100%.
I would have liked to have seen this image. I quite like.
That's a great image, yeah.
The original or the stock head sculpt that it came with, because I think Justin had put a replacement head sculpt on the Toys era version, and I can't quite remember what the likeness was like originally. So I would have liked to have seen that, to be fair, in his review. But yeah, before seeing the tailoring and stuff on this version, I thought that one looked pretty okay. But compared to this, it doesn't. I don't think. But yeah,
this is the worst photo in the whole photo dump.
If these were my images, that would have been deleted.
Yeah, this just highlights all the worst parts of this figure. It's like, let's take a photo that highlights the awful joints and the skinniness. this shouldn't be allowed. Like this is no.
No.
Dan, where are you at? Like from I was messaging you during the week, and I got, all right, Dan is definitely not getting this one, and now you're kind of like, you've seen maybe a few. Did you catch the sideshow Unsealed and Revealed by any chance?
I saw a bit of it, and like I can't really watch their videos for too long, honestly.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough.
It's cringy sometimes. I'm just like,
I like Terry Smith
fun.
though. I like his how to be a poser, because he's a really good.
Yeah, those videos are better. Yeah,
they're
like
great.
those.
I could watch like them on end, but he kind of coached Guy to pull off this pose, and you could tell that same pose a bit dialed in with the gun, with the poncho, kind of hit up the joints. It was like, yeah, you only need one good pose. But sorry, I cut you off. Where are you at with this?
I mean, like I said, these photos do nothing for me. My entire like basis off like whether or not I get this was off the in-hand reviews, and yeah, like these pictures, like you said, this is probably the worst picture that they have of this guy on, and it's just like, yeah, man, like I feel like they might have saved themselves a bit if they did if the arms were just a little bit beefier, because like I mean. His arms are pretty decently sized. Like, you know, he wasn't like, you know, bodybuilder like jacked, but like he was cut. He was really in shape, and like he had a good amount of like muscle on him. So like, yeah, seeing this like a skinny like that, it's hard, man. He definitely looks better with everything on.
There's
everything on. He just looks so much better.
It's the only way to. It's the only way to display him, really, like, with all the bits and pieces. I just want to see if I can get that. I want to see if I can get that comparison up. 1 second. See if I can do this properly. No. So 1 second. Right. And I got it. Okay. So can you see that window? Is that coming through? So I need to arrange us to the left, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just stack us up on the left. Right, and I'll just want to move this banner for a second. Right. So, okay. How old is Josh Brolin? Right. Let's check this out now, because I'm really curious about this.
50 something.
Yeah, 50 odd.
Hey, has to be. Yeah. So Josh Brolin age, and when did this come out?
18 was it? 2018.
Yeah, that's 2018. So he's 54 now. 2018 was that's 4 years ago. So he was 50 when we were watching it. So I'm guessing he was 49. Maybe 48 filming. So let's just say like 48. Like, getting in that shape must be ridiculously hard. Getting in that shape at 48, like, he's not in his 20s, man. He put a lot of effort into that. Do you think that this is a stupid question? I'm going to ask you, Damien. Do you think that this represents this?
No.
No. I think it's actually insulting to the amount of broccoli and boiled chicken that he ate, like, you know what I mean? So so this by the way, this is not my photo. This is Ben Thomas, actually, from the Ben Thomas show, mashed these together like really, really quickly, and it was like all over the internet and pages and stuff like that. So very thanks to Ben Thomas.
I'm pretty sure, did Josh Brolin share the Toys Era version on his Instagram a few years ago?
Really?
I'm sure he did.
It'd be so funny if he shared it again today. Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
What's the story? This is terrible. This isn't like with me. The amount of effort that he went into. I just want to get back to the window. So, Chrome tab. So do you reckon, Dan, you're gonna order it, or is it like you don't sound like you definitely sound you've warmed up to it more since watching the in-hand reviews? Oh, you're muted, Dan.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for the bargain bin for this one. I'm just waiting for him to kind of be tossed in there that way. Yeah, because this is something I don't want to overpay for at all. I definitely feel like a lot of you collectors can definitely get this thing for cheaper if you just wait a bit. But yeah, for me, I'm just gonna wait for the price to drop. Just because, yeah, the paying that day one for this, just it's not worth it to me. But yeah, fair play to all those who've gotten it from
No,
day one.
that's fair.
Yeah, and it's it's definitely not like there's been worse figures than this. Okay, let's just be clear. Like this isn't like this isn't the worst thing. It's just it's just disappointing. Yeah, it's just disappointing, for the amount of time we waited. I feel like that's why some people were so up in arms about it. But yeah, I'm definitely not getting this one. Yeah.
And Alan, how close are you to order this? Or sorry, did you say you're definitely not going to get this? Or you're going to bargain bin?
Yeah, bargain bin. If it goes bargain bin, I'll get this for sure.
Got you.
As of now, right now, no.
Yeah. So how low would it have to go to get you to pull the trigger?
Damn, I don't know. What's he going for right now on Sideshow price?
He's $270 on Sideshow.
Okay, so Toys Wonderland, he's probably like $280 to $350 or whatever for
this month.
Batch. Yeah. So yeah, for this month he'll be that price. So I don't know. I mean, I'd say $250 or less. I think I'd probably get this.
Shipped, you want?
Shipped, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I mean, we all know the Devil's Workshop has gone lower, so we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yeah, I've actually after all that debacle with them the last week, the DX19 arrived, right?
Yeah.
So, and after the owner phoning me, I took a photo of it, I put it up in my story, and I tagged them, and I wrote, real sarcastically, "About time, Philip." They did not get the sarcasm, and they shared it on their story.
Damn.
It's just like, it's just like.
I think I've seen that actually.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like because it's clear. If I suppose like if you're not if English isn't your first language, you that sarcasm would probably go right over your head. Like, so I get that, but I just thought it was funny the way it's like they advertised that someone was annoyed at them, but Alan, how close are you to pulling the trigger on this, or is it?
Yeah,
you
man.
seem like you're on the knife edge there.
I'm quite close. I'm quite close. I have about £80 worth of Sideshow points to use.
That's significant.
So it take a big chunk off, and I'm not in a big rush to get it. So that to me says like, yeah, I do want it. Like if I wanted it tomorrow, then I'd be like, oh, is it just like, am I getting caught up in not that there's much hype, but am I getting caught up in, just the initial like, oh, it's new and I could get, I want to take a photo of it type thing. So that the fact that I'm willing to wait for it makes me think, yeah, I actually do want it. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger, to be fair.
But waiting for bargain bin as well.
To be fair, I think I'm just waiting to get like paid next week, and so I can put my deposit down. That's all I'm waiting for, really.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense because you got £80 worth of and the pounds. What? How many dollars is in pound now? So how many? Like, what's the conversion?
Let me just double check. I found that image, by the way, on Josh Brolin's Instagram.
Oh yeah,
how far down is that? I'm trying to find it.
Right, so it was on the 29th of January 2019, and it was a photo. It was Ultra Ben, the photographer on Instagram.
Right,
it's one of his images.
Yeah, cool.
And it looks fucking awesome. To be fair, like I don't know if you want to see it.
Yeah, I'll solo you 1 second. I want to solo you there. So, your solo there, gone.
I mean, look at that.
From there it looks really good. That's not the sculpt really that was on the Justin one.
No. I think that looks better than
I think the one because I noticed the sculpt in the Justin one today didn't look good. Like,
didn't look good, man. No offense to anyone, but
it didn't.
Yeah. Maybe he was trying to make the Hot Toys one look better or something. I don't know. I don't know
Possibly.
what the logic was.
I think the Hot Toys one looks quite cool.
Yeah, I think it's very good. Yeah, I think
think
yeah.
the light up feature in the eye, like
here we go.
it didn't look very good. I think because of the way it's lit, it's very white, very bright light in that light box that he uses, and a lot of the LEDs and light up features don't look good. So I think that one of his complaints was it looks quite dim, but I don't know how much of that was like because there's so much light on it, naturally, in the environment that it was filmed in.
I get you.
I don't know how much of that affected it.
If it was 25% dimmer, it would just come out a lot more,
yeah.
wouldn't it? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. So the title of this, what I'm getting from Dan is he's waiting for the bargain bin, hasn't ruled it out. We'll possibly pick it up for the right price. What I'm getting from you is that you're a lot keener. You're probably the keenest out of the three of us, and you've got £80 and points, and yeah, that could be.
I wouldn't.
Like it's a runner for you.
I wouldn't pay full price for it. I don't think.
Yeah. As in, would you put the £80 towards it and pay the balance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think you boys have just made the decision for me, guys. I really do think so. I'll full disclosure here. Just want to get comfortable. I have two more. I have two orders left with Sideshow. One is the quarter scale Batman from the Dark Knight on a payment plan, and one is this, but I have this fully paid off. And that cancel button is there. And all I have to do really, I'm pretty sure because it's been delayed, I think I'll get my NRD back. I don't think I ticked that box, that little sneaky box that they added in as if, protect your order. That one is just like protect your order, which isn't really protect your order. It's like basically if we mess up, you can cancel and you will lose your NRD. But even if I've fully paid off, there's three options. One, vote with the wallet and just cancel this because this is not a Hot Toy standard. Two, cancel it and wait for it to be bargain binned and get a more, what I believe, accurate price, pay a more accurate price what it's worth. Three, just go, it's paid off, just let it happen. And then you're searching for that one pose, because I do believe, like, I was never going to display it with the top off. I was never going to display it with the vest, the shirt and the vest. I'd be going with this figure. What I like about it is it comes with so many accessories, right? It comes with so many accessories, but you can pose it with the burgundy shirt, the kind of pack. I don't know what you call it. The vest. It looks like a bulletproof vest, something like that. With the poncho, with the giant gun. You can have his revolver and that other gun in the holsters. You can have the teddy bear, the time machine thing he wears on his wrist, poncho. That's a lot of equipment, but yet that's the way it was in the movie. You're not just like throwing everything on him. It would still look cool. If you get that one pose where he has that gun and the poncho covers up the joints, I think it's a winner. Because I really like the movie. I really like Josh Brolin. I really liked his portrayal. And it's just a cool. He has the military cut, the biological art, the metal arm, the kind of what's it called, like a mechanical virus thing, and then the light up eye. It just looks like a future. It just looks like a soldier from the future, which is essentially what he is. I think it looks really cool. Like, do you get what I mean? That toyetic. It's ticking a lot of boxes. Like, what would look cool? Big gun, mechanical arm, combat pants. Lots of pockets, it just kind of looks aesthetically good. I'm bringing in Riley now. Sorry, Riley, I know you're in the back there. Riley, sorry, I was full rant. I was mid rant.
No, you're good. I was listening. I was listening in. Yeah. What's up, guys?
But
hey, man.
What up?
I was just saying that, like, I have this fully paid off, and my three choices are: A, cancel it, vote my wallet, send a message; B, cancel it and buy it back at a cheaper price. What's going to happen? C, just roll the dice, let it come in, and search for that one pose because I'm a big fan. What are your thoughts, Riley?
That's kind of a tough one. I think I don't know. I think we got two things that you got to think about. Is just how much do you love the character? Do you love it enough to? I mean, you probably did because you pre-ordered it. So yeah, but and secondly, like, would you be fine with just having the cloak and the jacket? Do you think that's like
serviceable enough to where you'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm fine with it. I'm not worried about. Also, you have to factor in the price. I know whenever you buy things, you don't really like factor in like if it drops or rises. You don't really care much about that. I've noticed. So I would say that that's kind of your
I don't like
two main
wasting money though. I
yeah,
do
right.
like
You
getting- I
could
don't
like you could
wasting
bring
money.
it back and get it for a discount.
Mm.
That's what you're looking for, right?
But like, what do you think of the figure now? I already listened to you during the week, and actually, I was going to send you a message because you systematically. I always say you and KG are like wise heads on young shoulders. You just systematically broke down the figure quite well, and I was like, yeah, he's completely right about that. I was listening to it last night. I think it was yesterday. I was listening to it. So maybe were you on Layals on the Wednesday? Was that it?
Yeah, I was on Layals. Yeah.
Yeah. So just in case people in chat don't know your thoughts on it, just be brutally honest. Like, are you picking it up? Yes, no. What do you think of it?
So for this one, I mean, even before it was on pre-order, I was never planning on getting this because it wasn't one that I was just really on my radar. I mean, I liked the film; it was an awesome film, but it wasn't to me like a valuable character enough to pick it up. So it was just one that I knew it was cool, and I know a lot of people were waiting for. So I was like, okay, once this does get released, I'm sure it's going to turn out fine. But like we've talked about, upon getting the final product photos, it wasn't looking that way. I mean, I did see the review on Justin's, and it didn't look as bad. I'll agree with that. I think it does look better in person, but I just think that the main thing here is just like the shirtless look just doesn't work for me. I don't think Hot Toys can really do this. And there's actually a perfect way to describe it. I was gonna get the Clone Wars Maul, the Darth Maul Clone Wars, but when I saw the final product, I didn't end up getting it. Like the final product kind of itched me off. It's always
still a sick figure though.
I know, dude. I know, because if you have the jacket and cloak on, it looks badass, dude. No, you're right, but I don't know. I wanted that figure specifically for like the shirtless look. That's why I was kind of like, I kind of wanted it for that. So the fact that it didn't turn out like it did look fine, but I just thought the neck again, like this figure, I think that's kind of like, it's like a weird problem whenever they have the shirt off, the necks just appear really long. I don't know how they can fix that or if they can do something about that. I don't know, but I just think to me, whenever they do the shirtless look, it doesn't really it doesn't turn out that great because I mean, you're just seeing all the joints, you're seeing this, and I just think, yeah, like everyone said, he does look too skinny. He looks too thin. I said he was built like me. He literally looks like he's built like me, bro. And that's not what he looked like in the film, clearly. So that's my 2 cents of it. But hey, I saw the review and it still looks badass. It looks awesome. So but for me, if I did get this, I would always have the shirt and the cloak over his neck, and
100%,
he looks great in that. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, and I think you just like literally the first thing you said summed it up. Will you be comfortable not displaying it with this, or will you be comfortable that you'll always have to display it with the poncho? And I genuinely think I would. Like, when I saw the promotional images, even in the movie when he arrived, the poncho, I was like, oh, that's just a cool look. Like, but because you still get to see, the mechanical arm. You still get to see the sculpt. I probably wouldn't have the poncho up. So I think that is basically the factor in, because I still admire the detail on it, but yeah, I get that t-shirt on, get the vest and then the poncho, and I think if you dial in a one pose where cover up the joints, it will look good. Maybe tilt the head down a bit, so that kind of long neck. But yeah, it is disappointing though. Like I definitely think it is disappointing. It's not up to the standard that they should be. Would that be a fair enough statement to make? You want to take that one, Alan?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, sorry, dude.
Oh no, I agree.
No, it isn't up to the usual standard, to be fair. And if this was Endgame Loki, and because I'm really kind of passionate about Loki, and I'm really looking forward to it. And if there was an aspect of that was kind of way off, I'd be devastated as well. I'd be like, I've been waiting so long for it as well. I think Lael put it really. I think it was Lael's stream actually I was watching, and he was saying, it wouldn't be so bad if the delays and the wait hadn't been so long, because you kind of expect, like, with a delay that long,
you expect it's going to come with a pulse, like, yeah, it's
well,
going to be so good.
Especially you think like, oh, they must be putting all that time and energy into improving it and doing things, improving the prototype, and when it just comes, to be fair, exactly like the prototype, you think, oh, actually, because if you go back and look at the images, they are very similar. Like it's pretty much the same body. I think it's not.
Yep.
You know,
I
it's
don't
not
know,
bigger.
man. I thought the
Just think it was
prototype
bigger.
was really skinny. I thought I thought the prototype was
Bigger?
definitely bigger. Yeah,
It is
I
a
can
little
bring- I
bit
can
like
bring it
right
up.
here.
I can bring it up
Is it?
as well.
But yeah, you know, you think that they're putting all that time and energy into making it better, but you know, when it comes out and it's not, you think, what were they doing? Why was it delayed so much? You know, what was the hold up?
Yeah, like all of this for this type of thing.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I wanna try and get. Okay, I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna flick up one of the topless photos here. This sounds really sketch for anyone just joining the stream.
That's what she said.
Topless. Woo!
So we're gonna look at Josh Brolin here, a plastic topless man. I want to get some of the detail. The thing is, this looks kind of cool. It's just
looks
it
cool.
is skinny.
Fuck,
It's just
man.
because it's
really
it's
good.
up here. You know, it's just the angle is flatter. There's one particular image. Okay, so right, look. So that's him there, and then I'm just gonna switch on to. I'm gonna try and switch to. I have another tab open there, so I'm gonna just. Where is the other Chrome tab? So then we go here. So you have that, and then you have. Like, I think this is bigger. Am I wrong?
The neck looks a little bit more filled out.
Does, isn't it? A bit
Yeah,
thicker.
and it
like the
almost looks
neck.
like he has some sort of a hint of a trapper or something. This collarbone is different. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? So, yeah, I definitely think he's still. I still don't think this is exactly movie accurate either, but it is definitely, I think, bigger. And even like, see the arm. See there's actually texture and sinuation and vein in the arm there.
You
There's
can
none
tell
of that
from
in
the
other
abs too. It's a different body completely. Like if you go
Yeah,
back to the older
for sure.
pictures, you look at the abs, it's different. Like
Yep.
they definitely did a different body for it.
Like, that doesn't scream skinny to me there. I still don't like
Yeah,
this
that
joint,
looks
but even
better.
the joint is not as
Yeah, he looks actually like he's eating something. Like
Yeah.
he was getting 3 square meals a day. But even there's a bit of texture. I think you can see that there's like a muscle fiber there as well. And there's a bit like venation there, tiny little hint of vein there. It just looks a bit more natural. This is still unsightly, but yeah.
That looks cool. I love
This one here,
that.
yeah, absolutely.
cool.
And he doesn't look skinny. He looks full. Like he just looks like athletic. Like
Yeah.
it's mad. It's mad. There, see, look, cheeks for weeks, man. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
that's
and then-
Dean the Dream says that. I thought it was funny. So I heard him on
Yeah.
stream.
yeah, and then in the actual figure, it's like it's back to the hamstrings. Like there's nothing else there. It's hella funny.
yeah. I'm going to switch back and see that. So let's switch back to the other one. So I don't know, man. It is disappointing. It's definitely disappointing.
Yeah.
So here even he's kind of going. He's holding himself because he is hungry. Definitely stomach's growing on him.
Yeah, he looks hungry.
Like, right, just we'll flick through a few of these photos, right? I just wanted to say if like, do you think it's good or bad? So like, Riley, yes or no, good or bad?
This one specifically, I mean, I would probably say it looks good just because you can't really see like any of the real issues with it. I would say that's a good photo.
So you're telling me there's a chance? So we looked at
Yeah.
it.
If you
Did anyone
cover
tell me
everything,
people got
yeah.
that? Tell me people got that reference. Anyone? Did anyone get that reference? No.
I know.
I am old. Have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're saying
So
there's a
one of-
chance.
yeah, so you're saying there's
Riley,
a
you didn't
chance,
get that
yeah.
the first time? Oh man.
Oh
I got it just now. I got it.
But this. So my point is like if you get it in a good angle and a good pose, I think it could look good.
Yeah.
Or am I crazy?
No, you're right. Like even there, if you block his arm, if you just get the metallic arm, it looks good. It looks
So
fine.
if you put other figures in front of him,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, see that looks kind of cool. This is something like Alan would do, like just have the.
That's cool.
To be fair, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like futuristic Robin Hood in that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he steals from the past to give to the future.
I like that. That looks better.
This looks kind of
That's a good
cool.
photo.
I am gravitated towards here, like, but I
Yeah,
could probably get over it.
Yeah.
It's just this. Oh. No, there is some actual. This is bad. This is
Yeah, they should have made the glove a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I
So,
noticed that too.
so I was gonna say, Shane, are you like for like seamless? Would you rather have seamless joints or would you not want to have like those like damages, etc.?
Seamless. You see,
like
the thing is, like, seamless on Ahsoka is one thing, because seamless on an Ahsoka, it's like you could do some sort of a neutral arm and still put the lightsabers in her hands or something like that.
Right.
But like with this, to hold that gun properly,
Exactly.
you need that bend. So I think if the bend and the joint there was the one bad thing on the fleshy arm, I'd be like, okay, fair enough, I could take that. Like, you know, and if the body portion was right, and you know, it was all right. But no, it's no,
I wonder.
I don't know.
Can the arm come out? Do you think?
I think
What
it
do you
can.
mean?
Like you can actually
as in
take like the arm
pop it
off, like the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can. I think I saw that when they were doing like sideshows, looking at it. I think they did that.
And
Could
get
pop-
like a custom arm.
Oh,
Custom arm.
Yeah.
Infinity War Thor, maybe pop it on.
I think that would
Yeah,
look hilarious. He'd look like one
Someone
big
should
massive
try it.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth a try, man.
Yeah.
See what it looks
Yeah,
like.
you know what? Like it's it's still like I'm a bit lazy on it now. Kind of I'm kind of really curious to get it and seeing like a challenge now. See if I can get it looking well. But
See it looking good.
I feel like they should do more of the seamless bodies though, man. Because like even if they have the seam at the shoulder, like it'll still be posable. Because like I have Hellboy, right? 2019 Hellboy, and that one's completely fully seamless, and it is a little bit like scary to kind of pose him with his arm like this because it's all seamless, like completely, like Wonder Woman. So even if they do like the split joint at the shoulder, that would still like not bother a lot of collectors, I feel.
yeah,
And this would have looked a lot better, but I don't know.
Keith makes a really good point. So Keith's from Ireland, so he knows about the customs we get charged. So because this is one of my sideshow orders, even though it's fully paid off, they're going to charge me $50 to get it here. And then the customs man, because sideshow do things by the book, I'm going to get charged probably another €90. So that's basically another like €140. Even though I paid for the figure, I still owe another €140. Whereas if I cancel it and get all my money back, wait until it drops, and find some Hong Kong retailer like Lion Rock Toys who'll mark down the value so I don't have to pay the customs and probably pay cheaper shipping. Yeah, guys, I think between that, Keith, and your opinions, I think I'm going to cancel and try to pick this up on a bargain bin. Because I still want it because I love Deadpool 2 and I really, really like this character. So, thank you for helping me with that. I'm going to catch up in the chat. Shiny. 6-scale Padawan is being the opposite of an enabler, a disabler. Yeah, he's talking sense though. I bring balance to the force, Shiny. Insane one saying hello all. Keith, the 6-scale Padawan says, if you've ordered him from Sideshow, Shane, what's the benefit for you for getting it from... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've just explained that. No, I think you are completely right. And yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a case of fund the money in when it gets, and just I'll probably, I reckon if I cancel with say Sideshow and pick it up, I'd fancy my chances of getting it shipped for less than what I paid for in Sideshow, and that's including no customs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a cancel. I'm gonna cancel it and then try to buy back. Thank you, Keith, for talking sense into me, and your donation is going to go to Temple Street in January. 37 people, okay. Shane's trying hard to figure out if this figure sucks or not. No, definitely not. I know wouldn't say it sucks, but it's not up to Hot Toy standard. That's a fact. There's no issue with that. It's just, can I actually make the best of something bad is what I'm trying to figure out. Let's get to 40. That'd be appreciated. Thank you. 1 like equals 1 burger for Cable. Peter, Triple G Comics. Hello, how are you? Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, exactly. Blitz, that's 100%. Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking something there. All right. So body swap possible. Possibly wouldn't be my cup of tea. Wouldn't really do it. And I'm so not shocked. You're probably talking that I'm going to cancel it. On that, Bob, I've never actually cancelled a figure and not got it. The only time I've ever cancelled was, let me see, it was the Mark 85 when I saw it so cheap on T-Dubs. Had it fully paid off in Sideshow. So they delayed it so much that I got to cancel it. Kept my NRD, then bought it for $250 and saved $200. I think I actually ended up saving like $140, something like that, after paying shipping and stuff like that. So I do it again. Well, I don't know what I do it again now, since they pushed the boat too far. But I think we're going to leave it there, folks. Thanks for coming on. I know people have talked about this a lot, but I just didn't get a chance in the week, and I wanted to have a chat. So let me see, Alan, what's going on? Are you photographing anything lately on your Instagram? Is there a photo you're thinking about doing? Or
yeah, I'm thinking of I've been lighting them a little, like slightly differently. I've been using my ring light to kind of light them and like really have a lot more shadows and stuff. So I'm just kind of going back and reshooting some stuff. I'm thinking of doing Pennywise again, and then a couple of Iron Man figures, like, you know, with the Tony Stark, like, you know, half sculpt thing. Yeah, just do some of that. I'm doing a little project at the minute as well, like my Berserker Predator. All of the you know, the pleather straps just kind of disintegrated and fell apart. Yeah. So I've been like replacing them all with, I bought like this like leather material off Amazon. So I've been kind of like cutting them out and like repairing it and like replacing them all. So I've been kind of like getting stuck into that.
Are you just learning as you go along, or would you?
Yeah, man, I've got I don't know what I'm doing. But it's turning out pretty good, man. I'm quite happy with it.
Good stuff. It's a nice sense of satisfaction as well, doing that yourself as well.
Yeah. But I have to say, through the stream, the biggest fucking spider I've ever seen has been running along the floor. I've got bare feet. I tried to like move my feet off the floor and got the worst cramp in my legs. So every time my camera stopped, I can feel the cramp coming again. So I'm just going to stand up one sec. Carry on.
Yeah. No worries. So hopefully we haven't lost them completely. So if you haven't done so already, follow at the 6 Scale Gallery on Instagram. What about you, Dan? What's going on in the world of SSR?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I got a few figures coming in I might do some reviews on. But other than that, I got LWL tonight with you know, me, Dre, El Profesoro, P-Rock, and Marco, and a few other guests. I'm a fan
of the show as well.
A few of the other guests are going to be coming on as well. So excited to, you know, jump on that later. That'll be in just under about like 5 hours from now. So yeah, I know that'll be pretty late.
I think I'll be opening up a bottle of sleepy nighty snoozy snooze. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think it's like 3 a.m. for you.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I think
maybe sometime though. Maybe sometime if I get the honorary invite, man. Sometime.
Oh yeah, no, you're always invited, bro. Just I
appreciate that.
I'll stay up whether or not you want to stay up or not.
Yeah, no, definitely. Everyone on the panel is just like solid, and I was like, yeah, I definitely love to definitely sometime.
Yeah, last week we had Ben Thomas from the Ben Thomas Show and Joao, so that was a lot of fun. Those two guys on there, it was great.
Good stock, man. Good stock. Everyone's favorite comedian, or it's not comedian. It's not comedian. Everyone's favorite Canadian. Comedians. I'm tired. Everyone's favorite Canadian, yeah. And Joao, everyone's favorite Russian. I'm only joking. Portuguese. He's Portuguese, people. He lives in China. So, Riley, what's the story? I'm seeing you everywhere lately because I felt strange asking you about cable because I already knew what you thought because you did break it down quite well on that stream the other night. But what's up with you?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I always love jumping on streams. It's like, honestly, out of all the stuff I do, streaming is just a lot of fun for me. I love hopping on, just chatting live with the chat and everything. So it's awesome. But thank you for the invite. Of course, sorry I showed up late. Got some stuff going on, but I had to hop in, talk about talk about this guy who needs a sandwich apparently. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, right. It was awesome meeting Six Scale Growler. That's awesome. So I see you on
thanks,
Instagram.
man.
You got great
And
stuff,
you?
man. So yeah, of course.
Thanks, man. You
And
too.
Dan, always, of course, my guy.
course.
And on my channel, nothing much other than we have a live unboxing actually of this right here. I'll show you on the camera. We got
He's gonna flex.
got the
Oh,
flex
is
of
that
the
a
Chrome
shiny
clones.
clone trophy? You have?
Yeah, not only one, I got 2 of them. So I'm gonna have a fun unboxing tomorrow morning.
Super
Yeah,
flex.
we're gonna do a live unboxing on my channel with Mario, El Profesor, if you guys know, and anyone else who wants to join. And we're just gonna, yeah, El Profi ban him. But no, it's a lot of fun, and we're just gonna live stream, just talk to the chat, and just see what we think of the figure, because that was one of the anticipating ones we wanted. So it's a lot of fun, and again, thank you, Shane, and thank you to this amazing chat, amazing panel. Let's go. There he is.
Mario's chiming in with a shameless plug, but it's okay. I'll allow it because the show is class. It's just really, really good.
Yes.
Just I think it's going to be huge as well. Just really, really cool. So just for everyone in the chat as well, obviously thanks very much for joining in, and thanks very much for engaging. I think I agree with Riley when I say like streaming is like one of the funnest parts. And I have nothing really coming up on the channel. I had that other cable video, and no, that's pretty much it. It'll be on Collector's Lounge on Sunday. And just so everyone in the chat knows, everyone on the panel there, I sent them a very, very late notice link, and they were all like obliging enough to hop on, so really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks very much, and massive thanks to the people who super chat as well. That is very much appreciated. I think William owns dropping bombs, and really do appreciate it. So we're done, and we're out of here, and thanks to the panel, and thanks to everyone who came watch. See you, folks.